Okay.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Action.
Action. Hey, Rachel, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you.
Good.
So I know we've been meeting for about 4 months now, and we've been meeting pretty much every month. And I wanted to go over some of the goals that we've talked about in the very beginning that you signed off on. And I first wanted to start off and ask how you have been with your job. I know you've taken on some more hours. Is that full time?
Basically.
Okay. And how's it been? How's it been?
It's been really good. They've been setting me up with healthcare with the full-time benefits.
Oh, that's great.
So we're working on that this week.
Okay.
Filling out all of the tedious paperwork.
Wow. Yeah. I'm sure it's a lot of paperwork there. So now that you have health care, were you able to find a doctor for you and for Emerson?
I'm working on that.
Okay.
Yep, there's
That's
a
great.
lot of doctors in the area.
Oh, that's awesome. So have they helped you find doctors that you are able to have through that health insurance? Are they able to do that?
Yeah, they have a list. There's a lot
okay.
of LGH related doctors, so I'm just trying to figure out which one would fit
All right.
the best.
Oh, that's great. How has your health been with your arthritis and the medicine you've been taking? How's it all been going?
It's been all right.
Yeah? Any improvement or any?
It takes a few months to get in my
Okay.
system, so I won't really see much of a difference for a while.
Okay. All right. So maybe in a couple months we can go back to that and see how
Yeah.
you're doing. I hope it's helping. I hope you're doing well with that. And so you've been able to get a job, get full-time. Were you able to go to some of the Tabor meetings that we talked about in the beginning?
But yeah, they've been really helpful. I've been learning a lot. And
Okay. Yeah, they talk a lot about budgeting and figuring out what to do with your money. Have you found that to be helpful for you?
Yeah, I have. I've been starting to, I got like a notebook that I write it all out in and
Oh,
kind of
good.
keep track and remind myself to look at it and make sure I am saving and
Yeah.
calculating it correctly.
Good. That's so helpful. That's great. Do you think you're going to continue going to some of those meetings for the next few months?
Maybe not a whole lot, but definitely some.
Yeah. That's great, though, that you were able to go to some of them. I know with work and it's all been very busy for you. And speaking of busy, school started a little bit ago.
Yes.
How have your classes been?
It's been okay. It's definitely a balancing act with having a little girl, because last time I was in school, I didn't have a little girl.
Right. Yeah, it's a big switch.
So it's like having 3 full-time jobs, school, a child, and work. So
Yeah, I'm sure. Have you been able to keep up with your classes and get things done?
I've had to ask for a couple extensions, but my teacher told me that was, normal with settling in, and it's okay. So.
Right. And they're normally very good with understanding that most women here are moms and have a lot of going on their plate. So that's great. So you've been enjoying them? Oh, and you're tired. I'm sure you're tired. That's fine.
Yeah, I have been. It's helped with bonding with the other women.
Oh, good. How has that been going? Have you continued making friends here?
Yeah.
At the Malaga House? Oh, that's great. I'm really glad to hear that. Did they talk about where you might be once you leave the Malaga House with your education? How many classes you will be able to finish with that?
Not yet.
Okay.
We haven't really gotten to that point yet.
All right. That's great. Well, we can definitely discuss that in about a month or so. I also wanted to talk about the your social group you've been making. I know you've been hanging out with more people at Sight and Sound and more people at the Malaga House. How's your family relationships been lately? That's okay.
I don't really talk to them still.
Okay.
My sister, I did let her know where I was,
Oh,
so she
good.
knows, but I haven't been in contact with her very much.
Yeah, that's great that you've been in contact with your sister. How has the counseling been going for you?
Pretty well. I've only had a couple sessions because I was sick one week and I started school and just scheduling wise.
Right.
But I mean, she seems nice.
Good. Has it helped you process anything at all with your parents? I know that's something we discussed.
Yeah. Again, we haven't really gotten to that point.
Right.
It's been kind of like superficial getting to know you. But she did give me some helpful things to kind of think about, and maybe it'll help me process through.
Good. I'm wondering what it would look like for you to have a conversation with your parents in the near future or in the later future. Is that something that maybe you're considering?
Maybe.
Yeah? That's great. And, if not, that is fine too. Well, I'm glad to hear that the counseling has been good. I'm excited to hear more in the next month when we meet, how that's been going. Are you going to continue meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. How's it been making time for that? I'm sure
difficult, but good. Yeah.
That's amazing, and all the things that you're fitting in. That's amazing for you to be able to do. And speaking of fitting everything in, speaking of fitting everything in, I wanted to talk, how is your car and being able to find time to, for transportation? Is it still working, your car?
Barely. But it is.
Good. It's still going for you.
It's chugging along.
That's awesome. And you are pretty close to most things, or able to take a bus for most things too. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. I wanted to discuss the goals that we'll be working towards this coming month. Mm-hmm. You've been doing an amazing job with school and taking care of Emerson. It's just been so impressive. And I know tiring too for you, I am sure. But I also know one of your major goals here, obviously, is finding a home, mm-hmm. A safe place for you in Emerson. That was one of your biggest goals. I gave you a few places to look at. Were you able to look at some of those places?
I looked at one of them.
Okay.
I haven't had the time to look at the others, okay. But I have looked at one of them, and it seems okay.
Yeah. All right. I know that, I just found some that might be in your budget range, mm-hmm. and maybe in an area that you would like. But I also want this to be a place where you feel safe, where you feel comfortable. And I didn't know if there were any specifics that you had in mind for a house. I can help look. And we can also look together online here at the computers. And I wanted you to be able to just think about that for a second. If there's any maybe 3 specific things that you're looking for in an apartment in the area, I would love for you to just think about them, write them down, and they can just be goals that we're working towards. So I'm seeing 2 bedrooms, which, yeah, that would be really great if you and Emerson would both be able to, oh no. If you and Emerson would both be able to have a bedroom, that would be really great for you. And then, yeah, safe. That is definitely something that is a major goal. That's something that I've been really focusing on for a home for you. I'm trying to look and find safe areas. And I do have a paper with that has a lot of the safer streets that I feel maybe you and Emerson would feel comfortable in. So I can give you that. Yeah, we can discuss that more in this coming month when you're going to start transitioning out of the Milagro house. I'm excited for you. I think you're going to do really well transitioning out. I think you'll be able to find a home that you really do love and you feel safe in. Is there anything else that you wanted to discuss before we talk?
No.
No?
I think that about covers it.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited for you. I can't wait to hear more about your counseling and your classes and everything that you're going to be doing. And I know we have a meeting in the next 3 weeks on Monday.
Okay.
Right? Does that work for you? All right. Well, it was great seeing you.
Good seeing you too.
Talk to you again.
Sounds good.